King, let's have the conversation most men are avoiding. So many men today are tired, unfocused, anxious, and weak. And it's not because they lack potential, it's because they are leaking their vital energy every single day. Let's be clear, seed retention isn't some superstition. It isn't a religion, and it's definitely not about shame. It's about discipline. Throughout history, great men understood a simple truth. Where your energy goes, your power follows. Unfortunately, modern men were never taught this, and it's costing them their clarity, their confidence, and their control over their own lives. Today, we're breaking down why seed retention is so critical, how NoFap fits into this picture, and why every man who desires strength, focus, and personal authority needs to understand this principle. So, what is seed retention really about? It's not about being afraid of your desires. It's about achieving mastery over your impulses. Think about it. A man who cannot control his own urges can't truly control anything else either. Not his focus, not his emotions, not his habits, and certainly not his direction in life. Retention is the ultimate practice in delayed gratification, which happens to be one of the strongest predictors of success. As it says in the book of Proverbs, "A man without self-control is like a city broken into and left without walls." You are left vulnerable and without defense. Now let's get into why constant release drains a man. This isn't a moral lecture, it's based on biology and psychology. When a man constantly chases that short-term stimulation, his dopamine system gets completely fried. What happens next? His motivation plummets, his confidence weakens, and his discipline erodes until it's almost non-existent. He starts living reactively, just bouncing from one urge to the next, instead of living intentionally and with purpose. Seed retention works to reverse this downward spiral. Your energy consolidates, your focus sharpens, your presence becomes stronger, and that powerful masculine drive returns. This is why you hear so many men who practice this restraint report the same benefits: clearer thinking, stronger self-confidence, better discipline, and earning greater respect from the people around them. It's important to understand that NoFap is a tool, not the final goal. Think of it as the training ground, not the destination. The objective isn't to suppress your energy, it's to redirect it. This is a key distinction. Men who retain their energy but have no purpose for it often just end up frustrated. But the men who retain and actively build themselves with that energy, they transform. Retention without a mission, without discipline, or without training leads nowhere. But retention combined with a clear structure that leads to true personal power. So where should all this surplus energy go? Because retention creates a huge wellspring of energy, and if you don't direct it, it will start to control you. That energy must be channeled into productive and challenging areas of your life. Channel it into intense physical training. Pour it into your work and developing new skills. Use it to deepen your spiritual alignment. Direct it into creative outputs. Use it to become a better leader. There's a paraphrased idea from the book of Enoch that says, "Strength is preserved through wisdom and restraint. Retention only builds kings when it's paired with decisive action." Why do so many modern men struggle with this concept? It's because our modern culture relentlessly teaches the opposite. We're bombarded with messages promoting instant pleasure, zero restraint, and constant stimulation. We're essentially trained to have no discipline. Men are often told that wanting to control your impulses is a form of repression. But real men know the truth. Control isn't repression. Control is freedom. As it's written in 1 Corinthians, "I discipline my body and keep it under control." Discipline isn't weakness. Discipline is having authority over yourself. When a man practices retention correctly, everything changes. You'll find you speak less, but your words carry more weight. You stop chasing validation from others because you validate yourself. You begin to move with purpose and develop a calm, unshakable confidence. Most importantly, you start to respect yourself again. And people notice, women feel it, other men notice it. Life itself seems to respond to it, not because of some mystical trick, but because you are a man in control of his own energy. Let's close with the real truth. Seed retention isn't magic, and NoFap isn't a miracle cure. They are discipline in its most physical and tangible form. Men who master their desires master their lives. Men who are ruled by their desires get ruled by everything else too. This is the king-level mindset. Kings don't leak power. They conserve it, they channel it, and they command it. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, like this video and subscribe for more content on building a stronger mindset.